Hey, it's your girl back for another video. This video is going to be all about Bernie Sanders. Wanted to just give my opinion on Bernie Sanders and comment on some of the things that he has said. And I want you all to just bear with me. I sat here, I wrote down all the things that I wanted to say, so I am going to be reading a lot of my notes in this video. Now, for those of you that don't know, Bernie Sanders is a big-time socialist. He was actually going to run for president. His spot was stolen by Hillary Clinton. I have seen Bernie Sanders call out Hillary Clinton on her corruption. And after Hillary Clinton stole his spot, he now all of a sudden he supports Hillary Clinton and he's saying positive things about Hillary Clinton. And now he attacks Donald Trump on a regular basis. I just saw him on the news attacking Donald Trump's speech, the first speech to Congress that Donald Trump just did on Tuesday evening. Bernie Sanders, of course, has all the answers. He's criticizing everything Donald Trump said, didn't say, what he could have said, what he should have said. And, you know, Bernie's idea is free this, give everybody free this, free that. It's all magic. But anyway, let's just get right into it. Bernie Sanders is a socialist. I do not support socialists. And I'll get into why. First of all, socialism has never, ever worked. It has been tried over and over again across the globe. It has never worked. It always fails. So what Bernie Sanders believes is the poor are poor because the rich have too much money. Okay, that came out of his own mouth, not mine. Basically, what he wants to do is he wants bigger government, and he wants the government to be able to do like a wealth transfer. So he wants to steal from the rich, give it to the poor. And in his mind, the rich will be fine because they're rich. They have too much money already. So we need to take some of it away and give it to everybody else. Now, when we have seen socialism in other countries, you know, like Bernie's ideas, what we have saw as a result of that was breadline, starvation, and massive inflation. These are all the things that we've seen come out of every communist, fascist, and socialist country. What we need is free markets and limited government, not more government. Okay? Government is not the answer. And no one explains that better than Milton Friedman. A lot of my, I have a few quotes that I wrote down from Milton Friedman. No one explains it better than him. He died in the early 2000s, but there's plenty of footage of him on YouTube speaking on socialism. So please go check him out if you haven't. And one of the things Milton Friedman would say is, how do you fight poverty? And because basically Bernie Sanders doesn't like the fact that people are struggling. So how do you fight poverty? He thinks the answer is giving government the power to redistribute wealth and to centralize authority on what will be produced, what quantity, when it will be distributed, and who will have the rights over that production, and who will get the profits, and how those profits will be distributed back to the economy. Bernie thinks if you can do those things, if government can have control over all that, then that will solve poverty. That will be the answer, which it won't, because it's always failed when socialism has been tried. Now, let me just say this. Milton Friedman, this is one of his most famous quotes right here. And this is what he says, quote, "First of all, the government doesn't have any responsibility. People have responsibility. You and I have responsibility. Second, how can we as the people exercise our responsibility to our fellow man effectively? As far as poverty is concerned, there was never a time in history where has been a more effective machine for eliminating poverty than the free enterprise system and the free market." I'm sorry, y'all, I just messed up that quote. But that was all Morgan Freeman right there. A very intelligent man. See, Bernie doesn't understand economics, it seems like. And most socialists don't. They think that you can take from the rich, give it to the poor, that they will find some way to make everyone the same. Like, if they take from the rich, redistribute it to everybody, everyone will be even. Everyone will be the same. We won't have filthy rich people and filthy poor people. We'll have everybody kind of in the middle right here. And that's just not how it works. Basically, if you tax the rich and you keep taking from them, they're going to shelter their money in a sense. They're going to take their money somewhere else. They're going to take it out of this country. They're going to hide their money, you know, so the government won't be able to take it anymore. It's like me stealing my neighbor's car. Like, my neighbor got a nice car. So let's say he keeps it unlocked. I'll go over there and say, hey, I'm going to come steal your car tonight. How much you want to bet that tonight that car will be parked in a garage and locked up? It's the same thing. If they know the government's coming for their money, they're going to find ways to hide and shelter their money, take it out the country, do whatever they have to do to protect it. So, you know, a lot of these socialists, I've talked to so many of them. Again, there's so many Bernie supporters out there. I don't know why, but honestly, if Bernie wouldn't have had his spot stolen by Clinton and he would have ran against Trump, Bernie would have won. Because Bernie has a lot of supporters. A lot of people really buy into this socialist idea of things, and it's just going to be disastrous if we ever have a president that is able to go through with this socialist stuff. I mean, Obama's a socialist, pretty much. I believe Bernie Sanders would have just been another Obama continuation. And Obama had 8 years to magically fix everything, and everything is still all messed up. You know, we're actually worse off than we were 8 years ago. So, anyway, the average socialist, what they think is, you know, it's magic how people have things. Like, if you own your own home, you have a nice car, and you have nice things in your home, it's magic. That's why you have all that stuff. It just magically appeared. You didn't earn it. You didn't go out and work for it. It just magically appeared like that. You didn't work. You didn't save. You didn't sacrifice. You didn't invest. You didn't work overtime. You just magically woke up and had all that stuff. And basically, money is just falling from the sky, and the money just magically only rained on gated communities, and that's why rich people have so much money. Like, this is really how these socialists think. They don't understand that the reason why people have what they have is because they've worked, they've sacrificed, and they've earned it, okay? That's why most of these middle, upper class people have what they have, okay? Bernie actually stated that we need a tax system that asks the billionaire class to pay their fair share of taxes. Let me ask y'all something. How many of y'all had a tax agency call y'all up on the phone and ask y'all for a donation of tax money? Never. They don't. Bernie, you're a liar for saying that. If Bernie was president, he would not be asking anyone wealthy to pay their fair share of taxes. They're just going to take it. It's pay up or go to jail in this country when you don't pay your taxes. Messing with the IRS is serious. They will come bust your door down. They will sell all your stuff. They will take everything you have. They will put a lien on your home, lien on your bank account. They do not play around about that tax money. They've never asked anyone. It's actually unconstitutional for them to steal tax money from us this way. But it's a threat. It's not something they ask. So, Bernie, you're a liar on that one. And it's like saying, you know, taxation, stealing tax money from people and saying that you're requesting it from them is like saying that rape is lovemaking. You know, it's ridiculous. You're not asking for the money, you're stealing it from people, okay? You're threatening them. You're like putting a gun to their head. Give me all your money. That's basically what they're doing. So, another thing is about these socialists, Bernie Sanders, I cannot support a candidate that thinks it's the woman's right to choose to have an abortion, to murder her own beautiful, precious, unborn child. That is absolutely disgusting to me. One thing these socialist lefties never do is they never address the responsibility aspect. Women being more responsible with their womb. You know, my opinion, if you want to go rip your womb out, if you're a woman, you don't want to have kids, go do that to yourself. Go mutilate your own body, but don't do that if you get pregnant to the most precious gift a person can ever get, and that's their own offspring. That's your own child. It's absolutely disgusting when I hear Bernie Sanders talking about that. It's disgusting. Women should not have the right to choose to kill their baby. It's murder. If you don't want a baby, stop sleeping around and being reckless. Or go get your uterus ripped out. You know, go have it taken out altogether. And I just think that's disgusting. And I don't even want to talk about that no more. Just look on Bernie's presidential campaign website, and then you will see, you know, all the things that he stands for. And again, he stands for the women's right to choose. He says that he supports the LGBT values and the values of the family unit. But that's an oxymoron, because how can you be for abortion and people being gay and support the family unit at the same time? That doesn't make sense to me. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm a libertarian. I don't care what you do in your bedroom. I don't care who you sleep with. I don't care what you're doing. But I don't think that if you're pushing this gay stuff and this abortion stuff on society, how is that protecting the family unit? That's doing everything to destroy the family, not protect it. That it doesn't make sense to me. If everybody was gay and getting abortions, our species can't continue like that. We wouldn't be here anymore. We'd get wiped out. So that doesn't make sense to me either, that Bernie says that. So anyways, another thing that he had on his website, he promotes gender identity. I think that's absolutely stupid. To me, there's two genders, male, female. If you're born a male, there are no amount of hormones, surgeries, or, you know, makeup or anything that is going to make you a true woman, and vice versa. What gender you were born with is what you will always be. You cannot change your biological makeup, your DNA. You cannot change that. Yes, you can take hormones. Yes, you can get surgery. Yes, you can wear, you know, makeup and padding and different things, but you will never truly change your gender. And if you're going to allow people to pick what gender they are, where does that stop, Bernie? Species identity? Race identity? So are people going to be able to have species reassignment surgery? You're going to make me into a gorilla if I want to be? So I get to walk around and be a damn moose if I want to be? No. I'm a human and I'm a female. There's nothing I can do to change that. It's ridiculous that these people are getting out of control with all this stuff. This is why our species is it's not healthy, and it's not going to continue. We are going to die off with these lefties running everything. It's absolutely disgusting. So I think I just went over everything I wanted to say about Bernie Sanders. Again, I think he would have been a disaster for this country. You cannot just go giving everybody everything. You have to work for what you have. You cannot have people that are being lazy, having children left and right, sleeping around, being reckless, not working, working just enough to receive the welfare programs. You can't have those people on the same level as a person that is working 2 jobs to pay for college, getting out of college, busting their ass in a career to buy their first home, pay off their student loans. You can't put those people on the same level. That is not right. You should be able to have in society what you work for. It's like the story of the little red hen. If you don't go out and work for things, you're not going to receive things. Who are you going to steal from, Bernie, if everyone decides not to work anymore because these socialists have taken over? Because honestly, if Bernie was to become president, or we get one like him, people are not going to be motivated to succeed anymore. What's the point? All they're going to do is steal everything from you and give it to everybody else. So everybody's going to become lazy and dependent on government. And eventually, when that happens, they will have no one to take from anymore. So it will not work. So I'm going to let you all go for now. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you back on my next video. Bye.